Hey guys, and welcome back. Here's a card spring tutorial it's a very simple flourish and you can pick it up quickly, but be assured it does take a bit of practice. So for the performance of this card spring, it goes into this hand and I spring the cards into this hand, just like that. It may seem a little messy, but the better you get, the less messy it'll be. When you first start out, I recommend starting pretty close, just doing this, till you get it down pat, and you can start widening the distance, making it harder for yourself, making it look better. There are variations of this, depending on where you put your hand and what the use is. I will show you those later on. For the tutorial, this is a simple one. The main variation I like to do is where you take your middle finger and your index finger and you place them on the top right hand part of the packet, up there, and you take your thumb and you place it on the bottom left hand side, so at a diagonal. Don't put it on the corner, put it on top. And don't put it on the corner here, put it on the bottom, but near the corner. Now, all you need to do, using this index finger on your left hand, you push into the back of the cards to bend them. That's what gives it the spring where it flies out. Okay? You need your thumb just touching this very last card so it's almost ready to fall out. Now, the harder you push, they're then going to start coming out. So, you're in this position and you bend them a little bit. Bend a little bit more and they'll start coming out. And just bend harder and harder and harder until they all come out. So that again is two fingers on top, thumb on the bottom, and you spring them out. This may look easy, but when you do it, it does take a bit of time to pick up. But I assure you can do it with practice. You just take it, and you spring it. Now there are variations where people like to use three fingers along the top and go straight instead of at a diagonal, like this, and do it like that. I personally don't like that. I prefer to go on the corners and shoot it, but it's really preference, so it's up to you. The other way people like to do it is they do it backwards. So instead of bending the cards in towards their hand, they bend them out, like that. It's used for a different type of thing. This one, where you bend it in, is usually used for a flourish, to make it look like you're really good with cards, like you're professional, stuff like that. But the one where you bend it out, like that, is used often to pick a card. So, for instance, if I was asked a spectator to pick a card, I'd bend it out and I'd let them fall, like that. You may drop them, I'm not very good at that one. I'd do this and say stop when you want. That way, stop there, that's your card. That's what I use that one for. But you can't really do that with this one because it's a lot harder to sort of stop, cards still fall out. So it's better to do this one. Now the way you do that one, take your middle finger and your ring finger, you place them basically in the middle, and then you use your thumb almost in the center, a bit to the left is what I like, and you pick it up, and using this finger you bend it that way, out, okay? Now, it's very similar to this one, but you've just got to release more with these two fingers than you would in this one. This one, where you bend it in, you're using your thumb to release the cards. They're flying off your thumb that way. But in this one, they're actually flying off these two fingers. So these two middle fingers. So you let it drop like that. It's more about gravity in this one than actually using your fingers to throw the cards out, whereas this one you're actually giving them force. It can go a little messy sometimes where they spread all over the place. Doesn't matter, just continue with what you're doing. The more you do it, the better you'll get, the less messy it'll be. That's all I can really tell you for this one, but check out my website at cardtricksforkids.com, where you can learn loads more tricks and moves like this and have fun with your magic.